They don't want to see us win, prosper, and they'll do anything in their power to stop that. To them, we're not even considered human beings. It's time we stand together. Yeah.
Peace and power, my brothers and my sisters. You're listening to The Midnight Advocate, where late night revelation meets everyday morning light justice, and where we defend your peace even when the system or a scammer tries to steal it. I'm Lucious Conway, your legal night watchman, keeping watch over the rights, resources, and reputations of black folk like us. Tonight's truth is this: your name is sacred. Your credit is your credibility. And when someone steals either, the consequences run deep. We're talking about identity theft and credit fraud, how to spot it, how to stop it, and how to restore what's been taken. Let's get into the truth. It's midnight. Ready to work? I knew a brother in the community, solid man, trying to rebuild after some hard years. He applied for a car loan and got denied flat out. Not because of his credit, but because someone had racked up over $20,000 of debt in his name. Credit cards, rental furniture, a payday loan, all taken out by a stranger, using his social security number, his date of birth, and an old address from a job application. Of course, he felt violated. He was. He felt powerless. He wasn't. He felt ashamed. But I told him, the shame never belongs to the victim. It belongs to the system that makes recovery so hard. So we fought back, locked his credit, filed a police report, contacted the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, disputed every account, got him an affidavit of identity theft. Yeah, it's a lot. But you know what? To restore your name, you should be willing to go through a lot. It's your name. It took time, but we did clear his name. And that's what this episode is about. Not just protecting yourself from theft, but reclaiming your identity when it's been stolen. Brothers and sisters, hear me. Identity theft is real and it's rising, especially in communities where digital access is high, but digital safety is low. When I talk about digital access and digital safety, I'm talking about the internet. A credit card shows up in the mail you never applied for. This is how you might know that your name is being used. A bill collector calls about a debt you never owed. Or your credit score drops like a rock overnight. This credit fraud doesn't just mess with your credit score. It can block you from housing, from jobs, from transportation, and even from legal protection. But tonight's advocacy word is this: you can fight back. You can report, dispute, freeze, and recover. You are not powerless. Your name is not for sale. In our midnight law brief, we're going to talk about identity theft and credit fraud. Know the signs, fix the damage. Here are 5 smart steps to reclaim your identity. First, you want to check your credit reports. Now you can get this information at annualcreditreport.com. Annualcreditreport.com. You get 1 free report from each of the 3 credit bureaus every year. You're going to be looking for any accounts, names, or addresses you don't recognize. You want to find a history about your name and what what is listed as debts under it. You want all three of these credit reports from Experian, you want one from Equifax, and finally you want one from TransUnion. Those are the three credit recording companies. You want to place a fraud alert or a credit freeze on your account. A fraud alert tells creditors to take extra steps before opening new accounts in your name. Now, the fraud alert and the credit freeze, you would file with the three credit reporting agencies that I just named. The credit freeze locks down your file until you say otherwise. That is the safest route, which means that nobody can pull credit, including you. It shuts everything down. The fraud alert simply notifies people trying to get credit information that they need to take some extra steps if you're trying to open a new account, et cetera, in your name. You're going to file a police report and an FTC complaint. So you're going to report the identity theft to your local police and to the Federal Trade Commission. You can do that at identitytheft.gov. Identitytheft.gov. You can get an identity, you'll get an official identity theft report. You're going to need that. It's going to help you dispute the fraudulent accounts. Then you're going to, after you get the report, you're going to dispute the fraudulent accounts. You're going to contact each credit bureau in writing with your identity theft report. That's Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. You're going to provide them with copies of the identity theft report. You're going to include with that copies of your identification and a statement saying, I did not open this account. You're going to definitely use certified mail, and you're going to keep copies. You're going to use certified mails to prove that it was both sent and received. That certified mail is going to provide you with the proof. So actually, I should be saying certified mail return receipt requested. So certified mail will show that you sent it, but it won't show whether or not it was received. Return receipt requested means somebody's got to sign for it. So now you've got proof that it was sent and it was received. Then you're going to monitor your credit as you move forward. You'll use free services. Well, I would say use your bank alerts or your credit union alerts. Credit Karma can be kind of insidious, making offers and stuff like that. You can track it through Credit Karma, and it is free. But like I said, like any other service, they're constantly trying to sell you something. Set reminders to check your report every 4 months, rotating through the three credit bureaus. And of course, on the upcoming slide, you'll have a tiny URL, which will guide you to all of those things that I just listed, the links, the checklist, sample letters to get you started. Key phrases that you want to use with any advocates you decide to talk to, creditors you talk to, or law enforcement you talk to, and to get some additional answers to those questions. Of course, I always recommend and suggest chatgpt.com and add your state when you ask the question. I am a victim of identity theft. I like to place a fraud alert on my credit file in Michigan. I'd like to file a police report regarding fraudulent credit activity in Michigan. Please remove or block these accounts under the Fair Credit Reporting Act in Michigan. If you type those questions into chatgpt.com, it'll respond to you in terms of providing you with information as to how to execute, how to do those things. So, our spiritual food tonight is from Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1. A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. Brothers and sisters, your name carries value. not just to banks and credit bureaus, but to God. When someone steals your name, it's not just about a financial loss, it's a spiritual theft. But the Lord restores, the Lord reclaims. Wait a minute, I don't see the tiny URL on this slide. Okay, so you're going to have to look in the description section of the YouTube video and or in the post if you're looking at this on Facebook, TikTok, or, well, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, you're definitely on YouTube. So you'll find the tiny URL in the YouTube description. And it'll guide you to each step. Don't sit in silence while your name is being misused and abused. And please, share this episode with someone who's been denied housing, credit, or work. This could be their first step toward restoration. Protecting your name is not vanity. It's victory. Let's pray it out. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May He bless your good name and keep it guarded from every unseen thief. May the Lord make His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May grace rewrite every false report and give you courage to reclaim what was taken. May the Lord lift His countenance upon you and give you peace. May peace return to your credit, your household, and your name, knowing that justice is still on your side. My brothers and sisters, we rise together, one midnight at a time. This is the Midnight Advocate.